around 12,000 years old. If you're looking for things to do in Ireland, go to Palnabrone, it's amazing. And her name is Lerner, L-E-R-N-E-R. And this piece of music has a lever flip in it. You'll see what I mean now in a minute. And therefore I decided to call it the Lerner Lever. Because I thought it would actually be a really good educational piece for harp students to learn how to flip their lever. And then the next time I woke up with a piece of music in my head, I had been working hard and I drank too much tea and I couldn't sleep. And I woke up at 3, buzzing. And fortunately, my great friend Val had posted me a book. So I was able to read the book and then I had to get back to sleep and I woke up in the morning, and that turned into my piece of music, Val the Pal. And Val the Pal is here today! So everybody, thank you Val the Pal. And this one is dedicated to you. I'll explain about the levers later, but for the time being, just watch and listen. Maybe you'll begin to get the gist. Okay. time has come to explain all that crazy lever and stuff. Oh, sorry about that. So, this is a D. Hello everybody, my name is D. In complex music terminology, we call it D natural, but if you wanted to call it a normal D, that would be okay too. So this is a D, and if I bring it up with this lever, then it goes, oh my god, to D sharp, right? So that's D, just a step up. And then I can take down the lever and it goes back to normal D, but I can't bring it down another step. So this harp is what's called semi-chromatic, so I can raise every string half step, but that's it. I don't have access to half step down. And that's a feature of the modern Irish harp. So I'll now bore the ears off you for only 37 seconds. There is actually 13 types of Irish harp. And we have a tradition stretching over 1,000 years. And the harp that is most well known is the one that's on the stamps, the one that's on the presidential emblem, the one that's on the coins, the one that's on your tax bill. Sorry about that. And it's in Trinity College, and it's called the Brian Brew harp. And that is probably our most well-known icon. And it's also on a little-known drink that might be in front of a few of you. And it's around yay high. And it's got the most singular feature of it is that it has metal strings and that it has this very, very advanced soundbox, which is made of one piece of wood. Okay, so what happened is they didn't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood and stick them together. Oh no, they got a trunk and they hollowed it out, and that gives this remarkable resonance to the instrument. So it's relatively easy to do that now, but imagine doing that 1,000 years ago. It was a massive intake of resources to make a harp. And it was worth it because it sounded so magical. And then because of various visits from the neighbours, we had some political changes, and in order to make a living as a harper, you have to be able to play the music of mainland Europe. And it's kind of difficult to do sharps and flats with metal strings up until now. So what I've done is, in the 1800s, this amazing harp maker in Dublin invented a brand new harp, which the vast majority of harpers in Ireland play. Weird question, hands up if you play the harp. There's at least 2 harpers here, Sarah and Emily. Okay, yeah, probably one. And what happened is that they put sharping levers on the top of every string, but in order to cope with that, they decided to have gut strings and start playing with the finger pads. And we continued our fabulous tradition, but it was really significantly changed, and the sound that had made us famous all over the world at the time was significantly changed. So I heard the wire strum when I was younger, and I loved the sound. I played the modern Irish, but I really loved the sound of the wire strings. And then during COVID, I had the space and time to explore that, and I came up with this crazy idea. What if you had the metal strings of the ancient Irish harp, the sound box of the ancient Irish harp, but the string spacing of the modern Irish harp, so that you could use your finger pads or your fingernails, whichever you wanted, and then the range of the modern Irish harp. So if you're a trained modern Irish harpist, you could switch to this easily. And then what if you managed to put a sharping lever on the top, thus enabling you to play a broad range of repertoires? And I am very lucky. I got funding from Music Network to commission this, and I got the amazing wire-strung harp expert Paul Dooley to work on it. And it's taken more than 4 years, but it's finally here. And here we are. So I'm going to continue now with another little fun with levers, just because I can. So this is a piece called The Lark in the Dark.